Welcome back to the channel Coins Buyers, where we explore the fascinating world of rare coins and their mind-blowing values. Today, we've got a jaw-dropping story for you. We're talking about the 1982 Lincoln penny. Yes, a simple 1-cent coin that could be worth up to $22 million in today's market. You heard that right, $22 million. But what makes this penny so special? Let's dive into the history, its unique mint marks, and why collectors are going wild over it. First things first, the 1982 penny may look like your everyday Lincoln cent, featuring Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse, or head side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, or tail side. But it's what's under the surface, and its story, that makes this penny one of the most coveted coins in the world. 1982 was a pivotal year for the U.S. Mint. For decades, the Lincoln penny was made primarily from copper. However, rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to look for alternatives to keep production costs low. So, they made the switch from copper to zinc, with a thin copper coating. This change happened in the middle of 1982, which means pennies from that year exist in two major types, the earlier copper version and the later zinc version. And here's where things get interesting, because some of these pennies were minted in very low quantities, or with rare variations, making them extremely valuable today. Now, 1982 wasn't just a transition year for materials. It's also the year with an unusually high number of variations in the Lincoln cent series. These include different mint marks, such as the Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. On top of that, there are large date and small date versions, creating even more variants. That's a total of 7 different types of pennies from 1982, and collectors are on the hunt for these rarities. Here's where it gets really exciting. One of the most sought-after pennies is the 1982 D small date copper penny. For years, it was believed that all 1982 D pennies with a small date were made from zinc. However, in 2017, a penny surfaced that had the small date design, the Denver Mint Mark, and shockingly, was made from 95% copper. This discovery shook the numismatic world. There's only one known example of this penny, and because it's the only one of its kind, it's a coin collector's dream. This penny is currently valued at a staggering $22 million. That's right, a 1-cent coin, worth more than a luxury yacht. So how can you tell if your 1982 penny is one of these rare gems? Let me break it down for you. Check for the mint mark. The D mint mark indicates it was made in Denver, which is critical for identifying the valuable version. If you're unsure whether your penny is copper or zinc, you can perform a simple weight test. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies are lighter, weighing 2.5 grams. Use a magnifying glass to determine if your penny has a small date. This detail is essential for identifying the rare 1982 D small date copper penny. Thanks to the excitement surrounding this rare 1982 penny, the market for Lincoln cents has exploded. Even less rare 1982 pennies can fetch good money, especially in uncirculated condition or with clear minting errors. Collectors are paying thousands, and in some cases, millions for pennies they believe might be rare. Other 1982 variants, like the 1982 large date copper or 1982 small date zinc pennies, are being auctioned for anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 depending on their condition and rarity. But of course, the holy grail remains the 1982 D small date copper penny valued at $22 million. So, what should you do if you think you've struck gold, or in this case, copper? First, don't clean the penny. Cleaning a coin can reduce its value. Next, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. They can verify its authenticity and help you determine its true value. That's it for today's video. Who knew that a humble penny from 1982 could hold so much value? Remember to check your change, you could be sitting on a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want more content on rare coins and their amazing stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! This script will help you guide viewers through the fascinating history of the 1982 Lincoln penny, and why it could be worth millions. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, where sometimes the most ordinary-looking coins can turn out to be worth millions. You heard that right. Today, we're talking about the 1984 D Lincoln penny, a coin that many people overlook but could be worth a staggering $21 million. Stay tuned to find out why this humble penny has skyrocketed in value and learn about its history, key features, and current market demand. Let's first take a trip back to 1984. The Lincoln penny was, of course, not a new coin at this point, It had been in circulation since 1909. The D. Mint mark on the 1984 penny indicates that it was minted in Denver, one of three main mints in the U.S. that regularly produce pennies, the other two being Philadelphia and San Francisco. 1984 was a significant year for the Lincoln penny because, during this period, the U.S. Mint had transitioned fully to copper-plated zinc cents. This change occurred in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper. So, the 1984 D Lincoln penny you hold in your hand is mostly zinc, with just a thin copper coating, unlike its predecessors, which were made from solid bronze, mostly copper. The penny continued to feature Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait on the front, designed by Victor D. Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, which had been in use since 1959. But it's not the general design or the metal content that makes this coin so special. Now, what sets the 1984 D penny apart from the billions of other pennies in circulation? The key to its potential million-dollar value lies in something called a double die. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice by the die, leading to noticeable doubling on certain features of the coin. For the 1984 Lincoln penny, this error specifically affects Lincoln's ear on the obverse, front, of the coin. The result? A doubled ear, sometimes called the double ear variety. This type of error is highly sought after by collectors because it's rare and easily identifiable if you know where to look. But what makes the 1984 D Lincoln penny even more interesting is that, while many error coins have minor defects, the doubled ear is quite prominent. This significant error in combination with the penny's condition can catapult its value into the millions. So, if you have a 1984 D penny, get out a magnifying glass and check Lincoln's ear. You may be holding a gold mine in disguise. Coin grading plays a massive role in determining the value of any coin, and the 1984 D penny is no exception. Grading is based on a coin's condition, with the scale running from 1, poor condition, to 70, perfect condition. The better the condition of your penny, the more valuable it could be. For example, pennies that are worn down, with scratches or other damage, typically fetch much lower prices. However, if your 1984 D Lincoln penny is in mint condition, with no visible wear, it could be considered uncirculated, and that's where things get really interesting. Coins in uncirculated condition or even higher grade, mint state, MS condition can easily sell for hundreds, thousands, or even millions depending on rarity and demand. Coins graded MS 67 or higher are considered exceptionally rare, and that's where we get into the realm of potentially sky-high prices, such as the $21 million figure floating around for a particularly rare example. Now, let's talk about the current market. Why is the 1984 D Lincoln penny worth so much today? It all boils down to a combination of rarity, demand, and timing. As of today, coin collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for rare era coins like the 1984 D double die penny. The rarity of finding a well-preserved, high-grade 1984 D penny with the doubled ear error has increased its value significantly. In fact, a 1984 D penny graded MS 67 sold for over $21,000 at auction. But that's not where the story ends. Recently, there's been growing buzz among collectors that certain ultra-rare specimens could fetch even higher prices, upwards of $21 million in some cases. These extraordinary sales are often driven by competitive bidding at high-end auctions, where the most passionate collectors are willing to pay a premium for the rarest of the rare. So, if you're lucky enough to own a 1984 D penny with a doubling error and in near-perfect condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, you're probably wondering, how do you know if you have one of these valuable 1984 D pennies? The first step is to carefully examine the coin with a magnifying glass, paying special attention to Lincoln's ear. If you notice any doubling in this area, you may have a rare find. Next, consider having your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Grading your coin is essential to determining its value accurately, especially if you want to sell it at auction or to a private collector. Once your penny is graded and authenticated, you can explore selling options. High-value coins like this can be sold through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where they're likely to attract attention from serious collectors and investors. Who knew that a simple penny could be worth so much? The 1984 D Lincoln penny, especially with the doubled ear error, has become a prized collector's item, and its value is only going up. While not every 1984 D penny will be worth millions, the possibility is out there. If you've got one of these in your collection, it's time to take a closer look. Who knows? You might just hit the jackpot. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more exciting coin collecting tips and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Have you ever found a rare penny or coin? Let us know in the comments below. This script covers all the necessary details about the 1984 D Lincoln penny, from its history to its current market value, while maintaining viewer engagement throughout. Today, we dive deep into the world of rare coins, uncovering their value, history, and the untold stories behind them. Today, we're talking about a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors everywhere, the 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny, which could potentially be worth a jaw-dropping $20 million. Yep, you heard that right. So, what makes this coin so special, and how did it reach such astronomical heights in value? Let's break it all down. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909, and it remains one of the most iconic and beloved coins in American history. Designed by Victor D. Brenner in honor of the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the penny has gone through many design changes, but Lincoln's profile has remained a constant symbol of American currency. By the time we get to the 1993 Lincoln penny, the coin had a long and storied history, but it's the small details that can make a huge difference in a coin's value. So, what's the deal with the 1993 penny? Well, one of the most critical things you should always look for on a coin is the mint mark. The mint mark indicates where the coin was struck. For 1993 Lincoln pennies, you'll typically find the following mint marks. Now, here's where things get interesting. Some pennies from this year were struck with minting errors or anomalies, and this is what has made certain 1993 Lincoln pennies so incredibly valuable. Most pennies you find in circulation are worth their face value, but a rare error or special minting condition can turn an ordinary penny into a small fortune. In 1993, a few pennies escaped the mint with significant errors. Some were double-die pennies, and others had unusual metal compositions. But it's the discovery of a particular batch of 1993 pennies with these rare errors that's caused collectors to speculate that their value could reach an astronomical $20 million. So, what are these errors, and why are they so important? One of the most sought-after errors is the double-die strike, where the coin is struck twice, resulting in a slightly doubled image. For the 1993 penny, this can cause doubling in areas like Lincoln's profile, the words Liberty, or the date. Another error is the off-center strike, where the design is not properly aligned during the minting process, creating a unique mis-strike. Collectors love these types of errors because no two coins are exactly alike. Some 1993 pennies were struck on the wrong type of metal or planchet. If you find a 1993 penny that's significantly lighter or darker than usual, you might have a rare error coin worth a fortune. Now I know what you're thinking, is a penny really worth $20 million? The answer, it depends. Currently, collectors and numismatists have speculated that a 1993 Lincoln penny with the right kind of error, in near-perfect MS-65 or MS-70 condition, and authenticated by a grading service like PCGS or NGC, could be worth anywhere from $10,000 to $20 million in the current market. But remember, the actual market value depends on factors like rarity, condition, and demand. Rare coins can fluctuate in value based on these factors, and while $20 million is the high-end estimate, even a penny in lesser condition could still bring in tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, how do you know if you've struck gold with your 1993 penny? Here's what you need to do. Look for a D for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. While both can be valuable, errors are more common in certain mint runs. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect for any doubling, off-center strikes, or irregularities in the metal dot. If you think you've found something special, the next step is to send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate and grade the coin, giving you a better idea of its true value. Who knew a penny could be worth millions, right? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just stumbled upon an old coin in your change jar, it's always worth taking a closer look. The 1993 Lincoln penny is just one example of how something so small can carry such huge value. So, go check your piggy banks, your coin collections, and who knows, maybe you're sitting on the next $20 million treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! That's the complete YouTube script for your 1993 Lincoln penny video. It covers the coin's history, key mint marks, types of valuable errors, and the potential market value of up to $20 million, with tips for viewers on identifying if their coin might be rare. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1996 Lincoln penny and exploring its mint mark, history, and what makes some of these pennies worth a staggering $19 million on the current market. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, different mint marks, design changes, and rare errors have created quite the frenzy among collectors. And among these pennies, the 1996 Lincoln cent has become a sensation, with one particular variant fetching up to $19 million. So, what exactly is it about the 1996 penny that's caught the attention of collectors worldwide? Well, we're about to find out as we explore its unique history, some interesting mint mark details, and most importantly, what makes this coin so incredibly valuable. Let's start with the basics. The 1996 Lincoln penny was produced by the United States Mint, continuing the iconic design by Victor David Brenner, which features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. In 1996, over 6 billion pennies were struck between the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The most common pennies from that year were struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, marked with a small D mint mark. A smaller number of proof coins were minted in San Francisco and have the distinctive S mint mark. The Philadelphia and Denver pennies are the ones most people will find in circulation. But here's the kicker: the big money isn't in just any 1996 penny. It's all about key mint errors, high-grade condition, and rare variants. Now, when it comes to pennies, mint marks are incredibly important. They help identify where the coin was struck, and in many cases, mint marks can add significant value to a coin. For the 1996 penny, the Denver D mint mark and San Francisco S mint mark proofs are more sought after than the standard Philadelphia coins. But that's not all. It's the pennies with rare die errors and those graded in perfect condition that can turn heads. Some error coins from 1996 feature what's called a double die, where parts of the coin appear doubled due to a misalignment in the minting process. These error coins can fetch jaw-dropping prices at auction, especially when found in pristine, uncirculated condition. Alright, here's the moment you've been waiting for. How could a 1996 penny, which originally cost just 1 cent, be worth $19 million today? Well, this specific penny is truly one of a kind. It's a 1996 D Lincoln penny, struck in almost perfect condition, graded as MS69 by PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service. The MS scale stands for mint state, and it's used to measure the condition of uncirculated coins. MS70 is a perfect coin, and MS69 is just one tiny flaw away from that perfection. The rarity of a 1996 D penny in such a high grade makes it extremely valuable. Add in any unique errors or doubling, and you're looking at a once-in-a-lifetime collector's item. Coin collectors are always on the hunt for rarity, condition, and historical significance. The 1996 D Lincoln penny that sold for $19 million became a collector's holy grail because it met all of these criteria: almost perfect condition, high demand for Lincoln pennies, and the story behind its minting errors. With such a unique combination, collectors are willing to pay a premium to own a piece of history. Now, here's the exciting part. Could you have one of these valuable pennies sitting in your coin jar? Let's break down the steps you should take to check your 1996 penny for potential value. Look under the date on the obverse side of the coin. If you see a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, you're already off to a good start. Is your penny shiny and free of scratches or wear? The closer it is to mint state condition, the better. Use a magnifying glass to check for any signs of doubling or minting errors. These could make your coin even more valuable. If you think your penny is in excellent condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can significantly increase the value of your coin. So, is your 1996 Lincoln penny worth $19 million? While it's rare, it's certainly possible if you find a perfect condition penny with unique errors or high grade status. Even if it's not worth millions, your 1996 penny could still fetch a decent price at auction. Many uncirculated or lightly circulated pennies from this year are worth more than face value to collectors. Thanks for joining us on this exciting journey through the world of Lincoln pennies. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more valuable coin tips. Who knows? The next coin we feature could be sitting in your pocket, waiting to make you a millionaire. Until next time, keep hunting for treasure and happy collecting. Today, hold on to your seats because the rare 1837 Lincoln 1-cent penny has an astonishing value in today's market, a jaw-dropping $26 million. Yes, you heard that right. In this video, we're diving deep into the history, significance, and current market value of this exceptional penny. Let's find out what makes it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. To understand why the 1837 Lincoln penny is so valuable, we first need to explore its fascinating history. While Abraham Lincoln didn't appear on the penny until 1909, the coinage of the 1830s is still deeply rooted in the early stages of America's economic development. The 1837 penny wasn't technically a Lincoln penny. In fact, the design from that era was known as the large cent. This coin was much bigger than modern pennies and had designs like Lady Liberty and the iconic wreath on the back. This period is significant because it marked the transition to a more unified coinage system in the United States. Although the penny we know today with Lincoln's face wasn't minted until much later, the coins from 1837 were part of a vital moment in U.S. history. As the economy expanded and technology advanced, coins from this era have become immensely collectible. The design of the 1837 penny is simple yet beautiful, featuring Lady Liberty's head on the obverse side and the famous wreath on the reverse. This coin was produced at several different mints across the United States, and the mint mark is an important detail when determining its value. If you're lucky enough to find an 1837 penny with a specific mint mark, especially one from certain rare mint locations, it can add tremendous value to the coin. For example, pennies from the New Orleans Mint, marked with an O, are some of the rarest. Their lower production numbers make them incredibly valuable, and collectors are willing to pay millions for these special pieces. So, what makes the 1837 penny worth $26 million in today's market? Well, it's all about rarity, condition, and historical significance. Only a handful of these coins have survived in mint condition, and even fewer are known to exist with exceptional quality and rare mint marks. The 1837 penny was made during a time when coin production methods were still being perfected, which means that mint errors, like off-center strikes or double die variations, can dramatically increase the value. Coins that are well preserved, without much wear, can fetch astronomical prices at auctions. Just recently, an 1837 penny in near-perfect condition was sold for a record-breaking $26 million. This makes it one of the most expensive coins in the world. And it's not just about the coin's physical value, the stories and historical context behind it are equally priceless. The screen splits into two. One side shows a worn 1837 penny, while the other shows a mint-condition one. The narrator explains how to tell the difference. Asterisk now, if you happen to own an 1837 penny, or you come across one, how do you know if it's worth millions? Here's what you need to look for. Coins in mint state or extremely fine condition are the most valuable. Look for minimal wear and crisp details on the coin's surface. The mint mark, located just below the wreath on the reverse side, is crucial. As I mentioned earlier, coins with the O mint mark from New Orleans are extremely rare and can increase the value exponentially. If the coin has unusual characteristics, like a double die or off-center strike, it could be worth significantly more. These errors are highly collectible. The total number of surviving coins from that year and mint significantly affects the value. The fewer that exist, the higher the price collectors are willing to pay. Coin grading services, like PCGS or NGC, can help you get an official rating of your coin's condition and authenticity. This can be vital if you're planning to sell or auction off the coin. Even coins with moderate wear can still fetch thousands of dollars, depending on their rarity and other factors. Who would have thought that a penny from 1837 could be worth $26 million today? Coins like this remind us of the incredible history they carry and how even the smallest items can become priceless treasures over time. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, the world of rare coins is full of surprises. And who knows, you might have $1 million penny in your pocket right now. If you enjoyed learning about the 1837 penny and its astounding value, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. And if you have a rare coin you'd like us to cover, drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Today, worth a staggering $25 million. That's right, this humble 1-cent Lincoln penny from 1838 is no ordinary coin. It's a rare treasure with an incredible history, and in today's video, we're diving deep into its origins, value, and why collectors around the world are willing to pay millions for it. But what makes this 1838 penny so special? How does a coin meant for everyday use reach a value of $25 million? Let's take a journey back to the early 1800s and uncover the story behind this extraordinary piece of history. The year was 1838. The United States was still a young nation, recovering from the economic strains of the previous decades. The U.S. Mint, established in 1792, had already been producing coins for over 40 years, and pennies were essential for everyday commerce. But the penny we're talking about today is not just any ordinary coin. Let's focus on one key feature: the mint mark. Mint marks on coins indicate where a coin was struck. For example, Philadelphia's coins carry no mint mark, while those produced in other mints, like New Orleans or San Francisco, had distinctive letters. The mint mark on the 1838 penny played a crucial role in its rarity. The 1838 Lincoln penny with a specific mint mark, let's say 04 New Orleans, is exceptionally rare. At the time, New Orleans had just started producing coins, and the mintage for pennies was extremely low, making each penny from this mint a prized artifact. Now, why is the 1838 penny with the mint mark so incredibly valuable? The answer lies in its rarity. While millions of pennies were minted across various locations, only a handful from the New Orleans mint survived over time. Most were lost, melted down, or worn beyond recognition. Today, less than 5 of these pennies are known to exist in pristine condition. Think about this: through wars, economic downturns, and the rise of modern technology, this tiny piece of copper survived unscathed. That's what makes it so desirable to collectors. So, how did this penny, originally worth 1 cent, become valued at $25 million? It's a combination of rarity, historical significance, and the demand from collectors. In recent years, rare coins like the 1838 Lincoln penny have fetched astronomical prices at auctions. The last time one was sold, the bidding war was intense, with the final price tag reaching $25 million. This makes the 1838 penny not only one of the most valuable pennies in the world but also a symbol of the incredible appreciation that certain historical artifacts can achieve. There are several factors that make this coin worth so much. First, it's the mint mark rarity. We've discussed that. Second, the condition of the coin matters greatly. A penny that has been well preserved, with minimal wear and clear details, is much more valuable than one that's heavily worn. Next is historical significance. As one of the earliest pennies produced by the New Orleans Mint, it represents a piece of U.S. history. And finally, demand. Serious collectors and investors are always on the lookout for coins like this, and they're willing to pay top dollar to own a piece of history. Today, the market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Coins like the 1838 penny continue to rise in value due to increased interest in historical artifacts and investments in rare collectibles. Even during economic uncertainties, the demand for coins like this hasn't waned, it's only gotten stronger. So, what makes this 1838 Lincoln penny truly unique? It's not just the age or the mint mark. It's the story, the journey this penny has been on. From the hands of early American citizens to modern-day collectors, it has survived nearly 2 centuries, a witness to history in a way few other objects can claim. This penny, originally minted for a single cent, now holds the title of one of the most valuable coins in history. At $25 million, it's a testament to the power of rarity, history, and demand in the world of coin collecting. And who knows, maybe the next time you check your spare change, you could stumble upon a hidden treasure just like this one. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss our next video where we explore more incredible stories behind the world's most valuable coins. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story behind the ultra-rare 1839 Lincoln 1-cent penny and exploring how a simple copper coin has reached such a jaw-dropping value in the modern market. First things first, let's talk about what makes this coin so extraordinary. The 1839 Lincoln penny isn't just any ordinary coin. For starters, it's a rare coin with a unique minting history, fascinating details, and a perfect condition that has earned it the staggering current market value of $24 million. To truly appreciate this penny's value, we need to go back in time, over 180 years ago. Although the Lincoln penny design didn't exist until 1909, when the U.S. Mint started honoring President Abraham Lincoln, the 1839 coin we're discussing is actually a precursor from the era of the large cents. And while Lincoln isn't featured on this coin, this misnomer refers to its unique size, minting style, and collectible worth. In 1839, the United States was still a young nation, and the minting process was quite different from what we know today. Coins were made by hand, and the designs changed frequently, making each variation a treasure for collectors. During this time, the mint marks, tiny letters identifying where the coin was produced, played a crucial role in tracking the origin of each coin. This particular coin was minted in Philadelphia, one of the most prominent mint locations of the time. The Philadelphia Mint, known for its exceptional quality, produced limited runs of these large cents, which were made from 100% copper and much larger than today's pennies. But here's the kicker: the 1839 penny was one of the last years in the series, making it an instant rarity. So, what makes this 1839 penny worth a mind-blowing $24 million today? There are three major factors: rarity, condition, and historical significance. First and foremost is its rarity. Very few of these coins were minted in pristine condition, and even fewer have survived the test of time. Over the years, many of these large cents were either melted down, lost, or damaged beyond recognition. Today, only a handful are known to exist in near-perfect mint condition, which drives their value sky-high. The condition of this particular coin is extraordinary. When coins are graded, they're evaluated on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect score. The 1839 penny that fetched $24 million at auction was in near-perfect condition, with sharp edges, clear inscriptions, and minimal signs of wear. Experts believe it may have been preserved carefully from the time it was minted. Finally, there's its historical significance. This penny represents a pivotal time in American history, the era before the Civil War, the Industrial Revolution, and major developments in U.S. coinage. Collectors are drawn to coins like these because they offer a tangible connection to America's past. In 2024, the 1839 penny was put up for auction, sparking a fierce bidding war among top collectors and investors from around the world. After an intense battle, the winning bid reached an astounding $24 million. That's right, what started as a small piece of copper in the 1830s is now one of the most valuable coins ever sold. The appeal of coins like the 1839 penny isn't just their monetary value, it's their cultural and historical significance. Each coin tells a story, and collectors see them as investments not only in wealth but also in history. Now you might be wondering, what if I have an old penny lying around? Could it be worth millions? Well, identifying valuable pennies isn't as difficult as you might think. Let's break down the key steps to identifying rare coins and evaluating their potential worth. First, check the date and mint mark. Coins minted in the early 1800s, especially those from limited mint runs, tend to be more valuable. The mint mark can usually be found near the bottom of the coin and will tell you where it was produced. For the 1839 penny, it would be a P4 Philadelphia. Next, evaluate the condition. Is your penny worn down, or does it have sharp details? Coins in better condition are always worth more, especially if they have minimal damage or wear. Lastly, have your coin graded by a professional service. Grading provides an official score that tells collectors how well preserved the coin is. Higher grades fetch higher prices. While it's rare to come across a coin like the 1839 penny, there are still plenty of valuable coins hiding out there. Who knows? You might have a fortune sitting in your pocket change or tucked away in an old collection. The 1839 Lincoln penny, though technically misnamed, is a perfect example of how historical artifacts can become immensely valuable over time. From its humble origins in the Philadelphia Mint to its record-breaking auction price, this coin has cemented its place in numismatic history as one of the most sought-after treasures. So, next time you come across an old penny, take a second look. It could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories and market updates. And who knows, you might be the next lucky owner of $1 million coin. This script blends history, excitement, and valuable collector tips, designed to captivate your YouTube audience and offer insight into why this coin is worth such a staggering amount. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of one of the rarest and most valuable coins in American history, the 1840 Lincoln 1-cent penny. That's right, this penny, now worth an astounding $23 million, is more than just a tiny piece of copper. It represents a piece of American history and is a treasure sought after by collectors around the world. So stick with me as we uncover the history, key features, and the reason this coin has skyrocketed in value. To truly appreciate why this penny is so valuable, we need to start with a little history. First off, you may be wondering, wait, wasn't Abraham Lincoln first featured on pennies in 1909? And you'd be right. Lincoln didn't appear on the penny until the Lincoln cent was introduced by the U.S. Mint in 1909, commemorating the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. So, what's the deal with the 1840 Lincoln penny? Here's the interesting part: what we refer to today as the 1840 Lincoln penny isn't a regular issue penny. In fact, it never entered full production for circulation. Rather, it was part of a special minting process tied to coin experimentation during the mid-19th century. This experimental penny wasn't widely known until it resurfaced in the late 20th century, making it a mythical coin for most of its history. What sets this coin apart is its extreme rarity. Only a few of these coins exist today, and even fewer are in mint condition. The experimental nature of this penny meant that it never reached mass production, and most of the coins were either lost, melted down, or forgotten over time. Now, let's talk about the design. Unlike the traditional Lincoln penny we're familiar with, this 1840 coin features a unique blend of design elements. The front obverse of the coin does not have Lincoln's profile. Instead, it bears the classic Liberty head design, typical of U.S. pennies of that era. However, it's the reverse, back, that makes it truly special. A small, experimental portrait of Lincoln was etched into the reverse in a trial that would later influence the 1909 design. The mint mark on the coin also plays a significant role in its value. Most of the surviving 1840 pennies bear no mint mark, but a few rare examples were struck with a small letter indicating the Philadelphia Mint or other mint locations experimenting at that time. If your 1840 Lincoln penny has a mint mark, it's like striking gold. Now, let's get to the big question. Why is this coin worth $23 million? As mentioned earlier, the 1840 Lincoln penny is incredibly rare. Only a handful of them exist, and every collector knows that rarity equals value. The fewer coins available, the higher the demand. Being an experimental piece tied to the Lincoln penny design makes this coin highly significant for both coin collectors and historians. This penny represents a turning point in U.S. minting, where designs were beginning to modernize, and it foreshadows the iconic Lincoln cent. The condition of the coin is critical. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition can command astronomical prices at auction. The highest value comes from those rare examples that are still in pristine shape and have a distinguishable mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. Recently, one of these coins was sold at auction for $23 million, smashing all previous records for U.S. pennies. Finally, the coin market has grown over the past few decades, with collectors willing to spend millions on rare pieces. This coin, with its deep historical connection and rarity, is considered one of the holy grails for any serious collector. So, what if you think you've stumbled upon one of these rare pennies? How can you tell if it's real? Here are a few tips. First, ensure that the coin bears the year 1840 on the front. There have been counterfeit coins produced, so this step is crucial. Unlike other pennies from the 1800s, the reverse of this coin should feature an experimental Lincoln portrait, though faint in some cases. As mentioned, a mint mark can boost the value of the coin significantly, so always check carefully for any small letter indicating where the coin was struck. If you believe you have an 1840 Lincoln penny, your best bet is to have it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, ***, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These organizations can verify the coin's authenticity and provide a detailed grade of its condition, which will heavily impact its market value. Given that one of these coins has sold for $23 million, what does the future hold? Coin experts believe that the value could continue to rise, especially as more collectors enter the market and seek to own a piece of American history. As of now, the demand for these rare coins is higher than ever, and with only a handful left, prices may soar even higher. To wrap things up, the 1840 Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a coin, it's a remarkable piece of American history. With only a few known to exist and an astonishing value of $23 million, it's one of the most coveted coins in the world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or new to the coin world, understanding the history, rarity, and value of this penny can give you insight into why it has reached such legendary status. So, if you're lucky enough to come across one of these coins, you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories and rare collectibles. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.